in his grip. And this is affirmed elsewhere as well, that that all who that the Father have called are in my hand, and no one can snatch them out of my hand, and they're in the Father's hand, and no one can snatch them out of my Father's hand. And so this idea is actually, as I see it, an assurance that we can have, so that we live with a confidence rather than fear. So I think that Paul's actually saying that this is something that connects together, that those who are called according to his purpose, then he relates to this this logic there. One last thought then, and we'll close. I think you and I are called to live lives then where we have a growing understanding of God's compassion, his goodness, his kindness, his gentleness, and his love. So that when we encounter tribulation, we can interweave that with patience. The fact is that the seed fertilized by tribulation will not really send down roots to put up shoots of the plant of patience. But before the fertilizer is added, the soil preparation needs to be a day-by-day digging into the Word of God. And my encouragement for you is that for you to really have a perspective in times of adversity, you've got to be embedded in the Word of God so that you can grow in your understanding of the love of God and of His marvelous kindness in your life. This is an affirmation, and if we do not have that, if we cannot grow in that affirmation and in that understanding, then we will not really be able to process adversity as it comes and realize that God works all things together, as he said in Romans 8, for good. Not isolation, but rather he said effectively, Romans 8:28, all things to work together for good to those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. And so, when we have come to love him, we are called according to his purpose. He then works them together, but we will not buy into that if we're not renewing our mind day by day with that eternal truth. With that, I would like Stanton then, who's with us. We always enjoy having Stanton in our midst, to kind of close this with a little contemplative music. And I want you to process. By the way, when I teach, I know I say a lot of things and squeeze a lot of things in there. It's just the way I am. But if you can just, whatever one thing spoke to you, okay, grab one thing, and I want you to chew on that while we're praying, while the music is playing.